welcome to another RSR. Tonight we are reviewing LAFC 3, Vancouver 0 in the second leg of the 2023 Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League quarterfinals. And LAFC, even though they were seeming a bit lackadaisical, they ran through this game. They dominated. They still look like a buzzsaw. They learned their lesson from the Alajuelense tie LAFC to the semifinals pretty easily. They put it away. Vancouver is out and very limply, so to speak. Carlos Vela scores the first goal. Denny Bouanga taken down for a penalty in the box. They give the penalty. Carlos Vela steps up to take it. He puts it down down the middle of the net, but I would say to the side. Hasal goes the wrong way. Middle in, but good shot nonetheless. Good penalty by Vela. 1-0 on the night, 4-0 on aggregate. Then in the 32nd minute, Carlos Vela takes a banger of a shot. Banger of a shot in the 32nd minute. Open play. Puts it past Hasal to make it 2-0. That's 5-0 on aggregate. At the half, it was 2-0. 5-0 on aggregate, of course. Then in the 65th minute, Jose Cifuentes has the ball at the top of the box, takes a shot, kisses it off the near post, and it bounces into the side, the far side of the net, past the line to make it 3-0 in the 65th minute. 6-0 on aggregate. That's the way it would end. 3-0. 6-0 on aggregate. Stats are as follows. 10 shots to 14. 6 shots on goal to 7, 54% possession to 46% possession, 505 passes to 414, 85% pass accuracy to 93% pass accuracy, 12 fouls to 11, 1 offside to 2, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards to 0, 1 corner to 3. LAFC pretty much just waltzed through this game. They did look a bit lackadaisical at times. They did look like Vancouver could make a move. But in the end, LAFC just dominated them. There was no answer Vancouver could have came up with to win this game or put themselves in a position where they could. LAFC just dominated Vancouver. They stepped up and said, we're going to make this look easy. And they did. They didn't even put really much effort in it. They scored 3 good goals, made it look easy. And there was no question about it. This game was over before it even started. And LAFC, the problem is they looked lackadaisical against Alajuelense, but to a point where Alajuelense were still alive. But against Vancouver, though, it's like a different type of lackadaisicalness. Like they were so comfortable with the score line that they ended up putting 3 more on them. It's something, and it's interesting how that happens. One of the things that pissed me off most about this match was Vanni Sartini taking 4 of his subs at the half, though. He takes off his best player, but puts on 3 other players that are better players on his team when they were already down 2-0. The game was over. It was over. There was no way they were scoring 6 goals. There was no way they were scoring 7.5. There was no way. And they made it look like they were trying. Like, you're wasting your players for no reason. You should have started them. You should have started those players. Not put them on at the half. That was absolutely managerial malpractice by Vanni Sartini. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Like, that was just idiotic. Straight up idiotic. Like, it made no sense. None. You start those players. You don't bring them on. Now, would you still got blown out? Probably. Was it pretty much over from the first minute of the second leg? Yeah, pretty much. But, again, as of now, that was the absolute stupidest thing I think I've ever seen in a CCL match. At least the 4 subs were at the half, so you didn't screw up the tempo and got yourself beat even worse than 3-0 and 6-0. You did exactly what you needed to do. Or how do I put this? You didn't do exactly what you needed to do. But it's something that just didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense of how they were setting up. It was just stupid that way it was played, the way it was played. I think they could have easily figured it out to a point where they could easily go forward, but they didn't. To me, personally, that made no sense, that sub. Now, with that being said, LAFC were going to win this tie anyway. They've been buzzsawing through MLS and CCL, besides the Portland game, when Portland came back on them, almost, and when the Alajuelense game happened. When Alajuelense, the second leg, LAFC's looked impenetrable since, besides those two moments. They had this in the bag. I don't know why Vancouver tried to throw more into that second leg. I don't know. The second half of the second leg, I don't know. It made no sense to me. LAFC had this wrapped up anyway. It's not like you started those players and maybe salvaged something. No, you went and basically said, no, we're fine. It's going to be great. No, it wasn't. It just wasn't. And LAFC are impenetrable. They're an amazing team. They are a buzzsaw. If Philly makes the semifinals, that's the real final. If it's Atlas, I guess the final's the real final. But Philly's the only team that could stop LAFC. No joke. If Philly don't, LAFC's winning this whole thing. And I think LAFC wins this whole thing anyway at this point. From what I've seen in MLS, in Liga MX, and CCL, from all sides, I think LAFC wins this thing. There's no way the Tigres, losing their manager, mind you, they just fired Ruiz. They're not going to win this tournament. Leon, yeah, they might have Larcamon. They might have done their job. They're not winning that semifinal. Maybe they are now. But there's still a couple of weeks for Tigres to get together with their new manager and figure this out. Whether it's interim or new, maybe they have a new manager bounce and still finish it off. But again, even if they got to the final and they get past Motagua, which now is an if, turns out, and if they get past Leon, they still have to play Philly or LAFC or even Atlas. I don't see Tigres winning any of those. At this point, Tigres may be the favorite on their side of the bracket, but that's just to get to the final. After that, if they win, that's house money, especially the way the things have gone now. So, LAFC, they're in a really good position right now. They're in the catbird seat for this whole damn thing. Simple as. They better not screw it up. But that's the way I see it. So with that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you tomorrow for a live watch along and RSR of Atlas versus Philadelphia Union. The third match of the semis. And we'll know who faces LAFC. Or the quarters. And we'll know who faces LAFC in the semis. We shall see. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations, LAFC. Commiserations, Vancouver.